What's up, guys, and welcome back to part 3 of our playthrough of Adesfort by Phillip Jackson. This is a game book, a choose your own adventure, and we are... Where were we? We just met with a wizard or a mage called Exandibar, yeah. And he gave us a blue gemstone, as you can see on inventory, and that can be used to fight against undead creatures, yes. I believe. So I think that's where we left it, and we're moving on from just meeting him.
I don't think we're actually in central Adesfort yet.
No.
Are we?
We did get into the fort, but I don't know. I think we must have met him in the first place, so let's just see where it takes us. 'Cause
okay, so at the end of this paragraph, it says, if you met Talbard in the first part of this adventure whilst making your way through the underground caves and tunnels of Adesfort, turn to 392, which we did.
Yeah, he was the guy who we ran into and decided to hear him out before attacking him, I think.
Yeah, he gave us a little pouch and...
he's the one who held off the goblins, wasn't he?
Yeah, while we ran away. Do you want me to read, or do you want to read?
You start.
Thinking back to Talbard, you take the small pouch out of your pocket that he gave you to empty and empty the contents of a single blue gemstone into your hand.
Does that mean we've got two now, then?
Yeah. As Exandibar looks at you with a mix of alarm and surprise, you explain how you came upon the gemstone. Well, in that case, I can offer maybe something else to you. Oh, hang on, he may not be giving us the gemstone. Okay. One problem I have had of late is that the hobgoblins have been finding their way here through the tunnel you came through and stealing items from me. Most of the time I catch them in the act and deal with them accordingly, but one little vermin did get away just a short while ago. Did you by chance come across the creature and find anything that he was taking from me? If you have a leather-bound book with Exandibar's name on the spine, turn to 375.
No,
didn't we?
Don't know. It doesn't ring a bell. We definitely heard about Exandibar before we met him, but...
Yeah, I haven't written a book or anything.
No, we mustn't have done that then.
If you don't have the book, Exandibar looks at you disappointedly and says, never mind, I will in time recover the stolen items. But for now, I will wish you good luck, and as a parting gift, give you a little strength of body to help you on your way.
Nice.
Exandibar mutters a sentence, and instantly you feel refreshed. Increase your life points by 3 if they are not at starting level.
I think we're already at starting level.
But how do I leave here, you ask the wizard. I don't see any way out except the way I came. Exandibar turns and points to the mirror. There is the way out. You thank the wizard for his help and walk towards the mirror. Your reflection gets closer and closer, but as you reach it, the image becomes blurred and the mirror takes on a more liquid look. That's it, just keep going, says Exandibar.
He's very disappointed with us, isn't he?
Right, I know.
You have failed him.
I wish we found his book.
We've failed ghostly Luke Skywalker.
Go on, keep walking. That way.
Keep
Exit that way. You follow his instructions and find that you're able to walk straight through the mirror. Turn to page 407. I feel like we might have needed to do that.
Possibly. We will find out. So, did we actually get 2 gemstones then?
I guess so. He hasn't snatched it back off us.
No. Oh well, maybe he would have upgraded it if we had his book.
Yeah.
So, 407 to go through the mirror.
Not our fault.
I know, I wonder if the creature had it.
Maybe one of the goblins. I wonder why we found Exandibar earlier then.
Someone must have just mentioned it. Maybe Talbot did.
Yeah.
After exiting the home of the great wizard Exandibar, you find yourself on the west side of a cobblestone town square. You decide to investigate some of the buildings nearby in the square. Turn to 340. Maybe make the town square.
Okay.
So we're on the west side of it.
Yeah.
So investigate the buildings nearby the square. Turn to 340.
So we're on the west?
Yeah. 340.
You decide to investigate some of the buildings on the square near you. The first few doors and shutters that you try are all firmly locked. Just as you're about to give up and move on to another part of the town, a small shrine catches your eye. Almost hidden, set back and between 2 large buildings, is a small wooden shrine dedicated to the dwarven gods of Alcantria. You are not totally surprised to see this shrine. It is not uncommon for a town that has visiting traders to have small shrines for each race or religion in the realm. You step into the shrine, which is little more than a wooden hut. Is that meant to be hut? Hunt.
Not sure.
A little more than a wooden hut with a stone edifice upon which stands a large stone dwarven hammer. Just in front of the hammer is a rectangular block of stone with 3 small indentations and Resident Evil puzzle.
That's exactly what I thought of, yeah.
Anyone in Alcantria, regardless of their race, knows that the dwarves often leave 3 coins in these indentations as an offering in exchange for health and good luck. It is said that if dwarven runestones are placed here, then the gods will double your health. We can't double our health. If you came across any runestones in your adventures whilst going through the tunnels and caves, turn to 376. If you have 3 coins that you wish to leave, turn to 387. If you do not wish to put anything in the indentation and want to leave,
We
turn
might
to
as well use the
405.
runes, aren't we?
Yeah, 376.
Okay, let's get rid of them then. I'll just make that invisible. So we're going to use the 3 dwarven runestones.
376.
You remember the 3 runestones that you found on your adventures to get where you now stand and take them out of your backpack. You place them in the 3 indentations. The runestones instantly glow gold and you suddenly feel a sense of vitality running through your body. Increase your life points by 4 up to your starting level.
Oh.
The runestones then begin to smoke and quickly disintegrate into powder. Looking around the town square and deciding where to go next, you head for a street on the north side of the square. If you have come this way having met Brinthar, turn to 363, otherwise turn to 379. We've not met
We haven't met Brinthar.
So 379, so...
I want my runes back.
Yeah. I suppose a lot of this does really depend on how well you do in your dice rolls in the beginning. If we had a really bad dice roll, all these restoring our health things would have actually been really important, but because we're so sort of overpowered and we've been able to kill the enemies quite easily, we've not needed to use them, so it comes down to your character's role, I guess.
Look for a typewriter to save progress.
Yeah.
I can hear it now. You know what we should do? We should play that sound when we checkpoint.
Yeah, that would be a good idea next time, or next book.
Should I write that down?
Yes.
Because we need to get our Resi screen back.
Yep. What else can we get from Resi?
Give me an
Save
egg.
room.
Give me an egg.
Give me an egg.
Resi.
You played the new Resident Evil 4 remake, John? It's pretty sweet. If you liked 4, that is.
You reach the far side of the square and the street ahead without incident, but as you enter the street that continues straight ahead north, you see 3 hobgoblins. Right, so we're going north.
North, yeah.
A better look through reveals that they are ambling here and there, just stumbling along the street with no real intention or purpose. Bits of flesh hang from their bodies, their clothes are torn and bloodied, and their eyes stare blankly at nothing. These hobgoblins are neither alive nor dead, they are undead.
Undead goblins, nice.
To try and sneak by the creatures in the hope that they don't see you, turn to 394. If you decide to just charge the hobgoblins so that you don't have to deal with them on your way back, turn to 391. If you have a longbow or a crossbow, turn to 386. If you have a blue gemstone, turn to 399.
Right, let's do that then.
We have 2.
Nah, thinking of getting a PS5 soon.
Yeah,
Do it, John.
John is so good.
What would be your first game that you pick up on it if you do get one? 399.
399.
You take the blue gemstone from your pocket and holding it up before you, you walk towards the 3 undead hobgoblins. The 3 monsters that were walking around blank-eyed and aimless suddenly look up, their eyes begin to glow red. When they see the blue gemstone held aloft though, they all cry out in terror as a shimmering blue light is emitted from the stone. Make a fortune roll.
Ooh.
If unsuccessful, turn to 374. If your roll is successful, turn to 409. So we need to make a dice roll that is less than our fortune, right?
Yes. So 10 or under and we win.
Yes. I'll just play COD as usual.
I haven't played COD for so long.
No. I've got like the last 3 on PC and I just haven't played them yet.
Oh, it's gone down the butt.
I think it's still here. Oh, I got it.
Nice. What was it?
I don't know. 9.
just-
So we've got a fortune luck roll there. So where were we?
I know, success, nice.
Where were we? If your roll is successful, turn to 409. I do kind of want to play Call of Duty, though.
Modern Warfare 3 or bust.
No.
This is the best
Modern
one.
Warfare 1 or Black Ops 2.
No.
I don't think anyone would say Modern Warfare 3 was the best.
That was the best one.
Didn't even have like a cool...
It had Hard
Lord,
Hat,
no.
and that's the best map in the world.
Don't even know what that is.
Wait, I'm sure that was I'm sure it was.
Probably was. I think that's the one I played the least out of.
Oh, I see. With a shrill scream, the undead hobgoblins writhe in agony. The burning red eyes have dimmed, and the creature's whole body seems to be withering until they crumble to the ground in a pile of ashes. You put the gem away safely back in your pocket and make your way down the street. Nice.
So maybe if we have 2 gemstones, we can kill 6.
Double kill.
We put them in front of our eyes, like Elton John.
You can just juggle them as we walk down the street.
You put the gem away safely, make your way down the street, 404. It's a big page. Oh, it's a very big page. Should we double team this one?
We can. Tag team it.
Yeah. I'll read this one and you read the next one.
Okay.
I can do it.
Fuck off.
It's got like 3 lines on one page. Okay. With the undead hobgoblins defeated, you look around to see what buildings are in the street that may be worthwhile investigating. Straight away, you are drawn to a sign outside one particular wood and stone building which reads, Ekin Bertholka Mapmaker. A mapmaker you think will probably use charcoal in some of their drawings. Nice. So maybe you'll find some charcoal here to start the fires. That is your given quest. To the right of the door are large closed wooden shutters. You try the door, but it is locked, just as you'd expect. You knock and call on the mapmaker's name loud enough that it can be heard inside, but not so loud to alert the hobgoblins or other creatures that may be in the vicinity.
You gotta shout his name.
His name's
Ekin
Bertholka! I'm trying to see if that's something backwards. It's Nike.
Oh no!
Nike Rec. I can't be bothered doing the last name. So, it's Nike.
Mr. Nike himself.
Mr. Nike. Ekins. Where was I? After a short wait, the door slowly opens, but you can see that it has a chain between the door and the frame, so you won't be able to push it further open. Although nobody appears in the space between the door and the frame, a voice behind says in a nervous tone, "Who's there?" You quickly say who you are and that you are on the mission sent by Lady Karina of the Shieldlands. You can see a hand then come into view to release the chain, and the door is opened a little wider. The face of a tired-looking man then appears and says, "Quickly, inside." He reaches out, grabs you and pulls you in before closing and locking the door behind you. This could have been a fatal mistake here.
No.
All the best night of our lives. Once inside, you see that the man is holding a lit oil lantern. He is a smaller man. Not old yet. The lines across his brow show his worry of the current events of Adesfort. You say that Lady Karina sent you? Questions the man.
That is a great relief to know that she still cares what happens to Adesfort. What with the terrible things that have happened here, in case you didn't see the sign outside, I am the owner of this shop. My name is Ekin Bertholka. You explained to Ekin about your own quest and your need for charcloth to set the fires in other parts of the town. We would have burnt him if we just set fire to the town.
When did we have that option?
Well, I thought we would.
To burn
right at the start, it said, "Do you want to light fire
I get
now?"
it. Yeah. So yeah.
You can use his oil lamp for starting a fire here, but it wouldn't be a good idea to go wandering around Adesfort with a lamp drawing attention to your presence. He tells you to wait, and then, after disappearing into a back room, he reappears a short while later with some pieces of charcloth,
Nice.
which he hands to you. Should we write charcloth?
Yeah. Got me for
inventory?
it. Yeah.
Although he is desperate to leave Adesfort, he is not happy, though, about the idea of burning down the shop with all of his maps inside. Just give me a moment to collect up a few of my best maps. I cannot lose them all, he insists. You agree to let him have a little time and watch as he bundles up a handful of parchments and then also proceeds to take down from the wall and roll up a huge map of Alcantria.
Allen keys.
Allen keys?
Sound like that's what you were going to say.
Oh, a huge map of Allen keys.
That's how we get through the fortress.
Alcantria. His prized possession, he tells you. When the mapmaker is finally ready to leave, you take the oil lantern, Pour oil over a pile of parchments on a table in the middle of the room and set them alight. Now let's get out of here, you say with intent as Ekin Bertholker opens the door and the two of you quickly leave and go back out into the street.
Nice.
We've started the fire! Is this the end game?
I don't know. We've not come across like an endgame boss yet, have we? 370. As you return to the cobbled town square, Ekin Betholker tells you that he knows of a possible way off the island. Directly across the square is another street on which is the home of his friend, Ekins.
What?
The giant snake man. A man by the name... Oh. Ekin. Friend of Ekins.
I thought Ekin's friend was called
Ekins.
Ekins.
Yeah, same. This guy's definitely a bullshit otherwise. A man by the name of Brinthar, whom he says has access to magic. Ekin directs you this way, but to your great dismay, your path is blocked by a horde of at least 20 or more undead hobgoblins ambling towards you. As you are weighing up your options and deciding what to do about his latest obstacle, another undead hobgoblin grabs your shoulder from behind. You spin around to see more coming from the street that the mapmaker's shop stands on, from which you can see also that the flames are starting to take a hold of the building and spread to the houses next door. The undead creature that grabs you reaches out again, its piercing red eyes trying to grip you in their gaze. You must defeat this creature before you can start to think of your escape route from the dire situation. The undead hobgoblin is slow in its movements, but will keep trying to fix you with its hypnotic gaze. Its attack score is its chance of holding you in its trance grip, and the damage score will be the life energy that it drains from you. So this is going to be like the zombie
Yeah, why
before.
can't we just get our gemstones out?
I don't know yet.
Should I go to attack page?
Hold on. So the creature will take any of your life points, view its damage score, and then add them to its own life points. It uses your life energy to fuel its own undead existence.
Mm-hmm.
Any combat round when your attack score is the greatest, then add 1 extra point to the damage score that you inflict on the undead creature because it has no defense, basically.
Okay.
If you possess a blue gemstone that has a power against undead creatures, it is no use to this time, as there isn't time to take it out of your pocket to use. The creature is already upon you. Undead hobgoblin. So yeah, we are doing a fight.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, if maybe we have a zip pocket.
I think we'll use it on the horde of 20 of them after this if we win. So, you want to take this?
Ooh, what about this one
That
then?
we'll have to do, yeah.
Oh, we have zombies.
Zombie hobgoblin.
Yeah.
That could be a goblin. So, enemies attack.
His attack score is 6.
Okay, and his life points.
6.
So we can kill him in one
His
hit.
damage is 2. Yes, we can.
Damage is 2. Oh, perfect. So
If you defeat the undead hobgoblin, turn to 3, 6, 8.
basically, if we do an attack roll, because it has no defense, that we kill it in one hit, right?
Yeah, because we take 6 instead of
Yeah.
5.
Okay, then.
If we kill it.
So, our roll. So, once again, yellow dice is hero dice, and the black dice is the enemy dice.
Yeah!
It's a win.
He's dead! It's the easiest fight ever.
Yeah. Imagine if we would have used a blue gemstone on him and then get killed in the next section.
3, 6, 8.
I thought it was going to be a joint he was rolling.
That paper setting on fire.
Oh, right, yeah.
Wait, just give me a minute. You knock down the undead hobgoblin with a fatal blow. The creature is finally dead. You look up to see that the undead creatures in the town square are now closer to you. Looking behind, the undead hobgoblins coming from that direction are also closing in on you. Ekin Berthalka... Why can't we just call him Ekin?
Call him Ekin. Call him Ekin.
Ekin stares around in fear. This is not a man used to an adventure like yourself. Suddenly, there is a loud bang, like a huge explosion, and a great gust of wind rages across the town square, knocking you and Ekin off your feet and to the ground. After a few seconds to shake your head and come to your senses, you look across the town square to see that the undead hobgoblins lay scattered across the ground, lifeless. Behind them, you see a tall figure.
Mr. X.
Brintha,
Oh.
says Ekin with a great relief in his voice. You get to your feet, pull up Ekin, and run across the square. I had a feeling that my assistance was required, says Brinthar in a deep and wise-sounding tone. So I decided to take a few magical items from my storeroom and come looking for you, just in time by the looks of things. Now let's go before any more of those vile creatures sneak up on us. Brinthar leads the way from the town square, and both you and Ekin follow. You quickly reach the street where Brinthar's house is located when he suddenly stops and holds you back behind him. Something's coming, he says, a sense of alarm in his voice. Turn to page 400.
What is it?
Oh, dude. Oh no, it's gonna be like a big ogre, isn't it?
Cave troll. Oh,
Oh, I just didn't know what it is!
you read bold, didn't you?
Bowl?
The bold writing.
Yes.
Suddenly, the street is filled with a bright light, causing you to immediately stop and shield your eyes. Looking up, you can see a creature standing almost your height and half it again. It stands on 2 legs. Its skin is covered by a mix of dark matted fur and oozing scabs.
Ugh.
Long arms end in 3 finger talons, and atop its shoulders sits the head of a lizard, but with curled horns and sharp teeth like a saber's. A foot long. Like sabers, a foot long. If you met this creature earlier during your adventure in Adesfort, you know that its strength and power may be beyond your skill with your weapon alone.
Oh no.
Fortunately, you can see that Brinthar draws a gleaming sword from under his cloak and prepares to join you in battle against this demonic creature. You must defeat the demon lizard that now blocks your escape route. I think we do have a picture of a lizard left over somewhere on there.
Let's have a look. Are we actually fighting him?
Yes.
We have this.
I
No.
think we actually have a lizard.
Do we? Oh, a lizard.
Yeah, there we go. He looks pretty
He
demonish.
looks like,
A demogorgon.
yeah.
Um,
He doesn't have horns, though.
no, unfortunately not.
Never mind.
Is it another hobgoblin? No, it's a demon lizard which has taken the form of a hobgoblin.
Maybe hobgoblins ride him.
It could be.
Maybe he rides hobgoblins.
Or just grips onto their back. So, you must defeat the demon lizard that now blocks your escape route. So we have demon lizard, attack score 10. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Oh, we got a decent match here.
Life points 18.
Were we just saying this book was easy?
We were at one point. And
No, its damage isn't 18, surely.
no, it's damage. Okay, where are we? The damage is 4.
25.
That would ruin us. What's the maximum you can get? 6 plus 12. 18.
Yeah.
So his life is 18. Enemy life, 18.
Oh, but maybe Brinthar's attacking him alongside us.
Yeah. Figure that out in just a second. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit, yeah. We're up for a real fight here now. So, Brinthar will attack at the same time as you. You will make the rolls for Brinthar's attack score. The demon lizard will attack both of you and Brinthar at the same time.
Oh,
So
shit.
Brinthar actually has his own stats as well. So he has an attack score.
Let me write this down.
Yeah, so we can't put this on the screen, but
Yeah.
so Brinthar has an attack of 8.
And then plus a dice roll.
Yep.
Yep.
He has 14 life points
Okay.
and he has a damage score of 5.
Yep.
Brinthar is using an enchanted magical sword which increases his damage score. So it doesn't say how much, so I'm guessing that's just the
By the
5.
dice roll.
Yeah, maybe. If you defeat the demon lizard, turn to 406. If you defeat the demon lizard but Brinthar is defeated in the fight, then turn to 372.
No!
I think we'll be fine. So does he attack? He attacks us both at the same time. So when he makes a damage roll, does that take it off both of us then? Do you think?
But Brinthar's only got a thingy of 8.
Attack score. He's got a life of 14,
Yeah, okay.
and his is only 4, so it take.
Yeah, there's
so
2 of us fighting him.
So
okay.
are we going to do it that way? Are we both going to lose points when he attacks us?
Yeah, should we do his attack once and then roll for us, roll for Brinthar? So we're rolling 3
Yeah.
dice.
Should we get 2 yellow dice in
Yes.
there then? I would do 1 roll for his attack.
What, like 1 for. Yeah, because I feel like this fight, he's like.
Both lose.
Yeah,
six.
he's double swiping us basically. Like in
Yeah.
a Pokemon battle where it's
Yeah.
like 1 against.
So should we
2.
roll our 2 yellow dice? It doesn't really matter, does it?
No, let's do 2 yellow and a black.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Okay then. So.
Do you want to do the enemy?
yeah.
Or do you want to do the 2 goodies and I'll be the baddie?
Yeah. Okay. So 2 yellow dice for us and Brinthar, and one for
Oh, but
the
which one's
demons.
us? Which one's Brintha?
The first one. That's what I was trying to say. We'll do the first dice, and then we'll do the enemy, and then we'll do Brinthar's.
Okay.
So that we'll just remember that.
Yes.
So we'll know if Brinthar's done an attack or not.
Okay,
right?
so this is our roll.
Yes. So rolling for us.
Yeah.
5 plus 11 is
16?
so that's a win for us. So when do we both take damage off him then? We do, don't
We've got to do his first.
Yeah, but we both take damage off him if we both win.
Yeah. So let me just jot this down. So we got 16.
Yep.
Right, Brintha.
Do yours first.
Okay, enemies got 4.
6, so that's 16. So we don't do any damage.
Yeah.
And I'll roll for Brinthar, which what's his attack? 8.
8.
So we can't win.
No.
Oof.
So
Does that mean that
he gets a hit
On both
on
of us.
Brintha. Not on us because we drawed with him.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah?
I get it, yep.
I'm guessing.
So you might as well just do it on there.
So he's swiping 4 off
Off Brintha.
Brintha. So Brintha is down to 10.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't want him to die.
It's quite a tough fight because we're only one ahead of him. So
Yeah.
I will roll for us. 14 for us.
14 for us.
You want to roll for Demon Boy?
Yep. Trying to get 6 again. Oh, yes.
Nice. So he has 11.
Yeah.
So if we both get over 11, we both do damage to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll for Brinthar.
Oh,
9. So only we do damage to him.
and he gets damage on Brintha.
Yes. Okay, so you take Brinthar's damage off. This is quite confusing, but we will get there in the end.
So Brintha's down to 6 life.
Do we only just take 5 off him then?
Yeah, and he's down to 13.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. If we can both get an attack in on him, then we can do some decent damage. How much does Brinthar damage? What's Brinthar's damage score?
Brintha's damage is 5.
5, so we can take 10 off him if we both hit him. Okay, so
Yes.
my roll, well, hero roll. Oh, 12. 12.
Ours is 12.
Mm-hmm. So you roll for Demon King.
Yeah, I'm just jotting down. Okay,
12.
12.
We don't get damage.
Again.
It's not looking good for Brinthar, is it?
Oh,
what's Brinthar?
Brintha's down to 2. 2 health.
2. We can should we use some of our provisions on him?
Can we do that?
I would assume so.
Can we use provisions on Brintha?
Should we wait for the next round?
No, that would be too late. He would die.
It's our provisions. We can choose whether to give him to or not.
Should I see if I can see if it says?
Don't think it said anything about a companion getting help. Cheats.
Is it cheating? No, should we play fair?
Let's play fair. You've got your one time to say it now.
What? If he dies, he dies.
There we go. Right.
Not like me. Okay, go.
That's got to be a damage. Right. So that's 16 for us.
Yeah.
Enemy roll.
Bad boy gets. What is his attack? 10? 12?
12. So we need a 4 or
Come
above
on,
for Brinthar.
Brintha.
No.
No, he's dead.
Is it?
Yes.
What did the enemy get? 12 and we got 10. No, Brinthar.
But we can. What did the enemy get to us? So we can still take 5 off him now.
Yes.
So he's down to 8. Brinthar's dead.
I hope we don't need Brinthar. Enemy life down to 8.
Yes. That's
So-
sad. Take Brinthar's dice.
Brinthar
off.
dice goes in the Ashes box.
R.I.P.
Okay. My roll or our roll? Oof. 12.
That- Oh. Oh! Yes!
Not good dice roll wise, are we today? Down to 3.
Here we are because we won.
Well, we're winning, but we ain't getting 6s.
I love how you got to curve your hand around your
Yeah.
liter.
We've put the dice cam on the bottom of the tripod now, and also my keyboard is right next to it, and my stein of beer, so I have to crab claw my way in. Why didn't Brinthar just eat a pot of pie? Why? Do you know why? Because John put cheats in the chat and it put us off.
Yeah,
giving
John.
Provisions. Okay.
You killed Brinthar, John.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, for us...
Oh, that's the damage. So he's taking 4 of us, taking
Yeah.
us down to 11 life points. Which I think this is probably one of the first times I've actually taken damage.
This is why I need the scream sound effect back.
We're never going to use 20 provisions. We should have saved Brinthar.
Oh, stop it!
Okay.
Can we drink to resurrect Brinthar? No, that's cheating.
You can't stop.
This
dinner
is
during
true.
a fight.
This is true.
I think in the rules it says you can actually take it.
Oh, man. You've also got to get a 6 or a 5. Oh, yes! Nothing happened.
Equal.
Yeah. Our loaded dice coming into play there.
Our loaded fighting fantasy dice, which Ian Livingstone sent us.
Oh, you would have won as well.
Is that a win?
Yes.
So he's dead.
He's dead.
We killed him.
We killed the lizard
But
king.
Brinthar is no more. Unfortunately. And that's with us having good stats as well.
If you defeat the lizard, but Brinthar is defeated in the fight, turn to 370.
Oh no, I was thinking strength was 12. I was like, how did we lose? But
No,
our attack is less than that.
The demon lizard is defeated, but your relief is short-lived as you see Brinthar motionless on the ground, a deep talon wound across his chest. As you go to his side, you see that he is still alive, but barely. With his last breath, he says, "Go, Ekin knows the way." Brinthar's body then disappears before your very eyes. You look up at Ekin. "Don't worry," he says, "there is more to Brinthar than you are aware of.
Nice.
In time he will return, but now we must go. I am no warrior, but I know how to run."
They're Jedis, aren't they?
You follow Ekin down the street, and before long you reach Brinthar's house. He leads the way inside and then turns to you. "Quickly, light your fire here." You waste no time in taking out your fire-starting equipment, and with the char cloth given to you by Ekin, you are able to get the cloth burning. Ekin brings over some papers and throws them onto the fire. With the room lit up from the fire that is now taking hold of a chair next to it and the wooden floorboards underneath, Ekin leads you to an opening at the back of the room, which leads to a descending staircase. From the basement is a secret door.
Ooh.
You quickly follow Ekin down the stairs, and in no time at all he has located the secret door and gone through. You follow and close the door behind you, turn to 411.
Nice.
Sex dungeon!
Now I have you where I want you.
At least Brindar didn't die properly.
I reckon if we would have got through it anyway, he would have just been like an illusion and just disappeared anyway. So I don't think we would have gained anything from being alive, maybe, unless he gave us points for beating him. You follow the tunnel under Brinthar's house for a short distance as it winds this way and that. The surface of the walls are smooth, polished almost, and it is clear to see that this route was simply not cut out from the rock of the island. Magic was definitely at work here. Eventually, up ahead, you see the tunnel comes to an end at a large gold frame mirror. If you met Exandivar in town, it reminds you of the same mirror that you encountered there. As you get closer to it, the glass texture turns to look more like liquid, and even though it is upright, it seems to ripple as if a breeze is gently disturbing its calm surface. With nowhere else to go, you step into the mirror and feel a sudden exhilarating sensation as if you are flying at high speed through the air. Bright lights flash by and voices seem to sing from a distance. Pressure begins to build up and a sense of panic begins to build in your mind, that this could be some kind of trap. And then at last, to your relief, you begin to slow down with one final feeling of being thrown gently forward. You find yourself standing firmly on the ground. Looking around, you are alarmed to find yourself surrounded by armed and fully armoured horsemen. Their breastplates carry no insignia, so it is impossible to know if they are friend or foe. As you fear, you're about to be skewered by a spear that the horsemen all carry. They shuffle sideways to make way for another rider to enter and come close. The rider wears a silver helmet and leather garments. A red cape billows behind, and though not carrying a spear, he has a fine sword in a decorative jewelled scabbard strapped to the horse's saddle. This is clearly someone of prestige and power. So, do you want to continue on?
Oh, okay.
It's quite a long page.
The rider climbs down from their horse and stands before you. With a bow With a bow, this mysterious warrior removes a silver helmet, and you are relieved and surprised to see that it is none other
Is this the end?
than Lady Karina of the Shieldlands. A welcoming smile spreads across her face. You have completed the quest given to you, and the Shieldlands will be forever in your debt. Another man steps from behind Lady Karina and holds forth a leather bag as big as your backpack. This is your payment in gold, says Lady Karina. As promised to you before starting the mission, we would also like to extend to you the offer of taking a position as a captain in the Shieldlands army leading your own troop.
Nice.
All of the riders around you bow their heads briefly in your direction. If you accept, then these men will be under your service. You thank Lady Karina for the gold and the offer of joining her forces. Whatever you decide to choose, for now your quest is complete and you have secured a major victory against the forces of evil in Alcantria.
Finished it.
What? I was not expecting that.
I don't know how. I mean, there's 400 pages, so I don't know how differently you can do it. There must be lots of different...
We must have missed so many opportunities.
Yeah, I feel like we went
adventure.
to the cave, got to the town, and then sort of killed the lizard, and then we finished the quest. So
Yeah, so the lizard is the big baddie at the end.
yeah, I'm just wondering how many other sort of enemies that we might have missed.
We must have got so lucky with the path we took.
Yeah, I think we did actually. I remember a lot of times we seemed to got just really lucky with it.
Yeah.
And our dice rolls are quite good, so we never had to start again from fighting. So yeah, we have finished it in 3 parts. This is a new record. Yeah, I know. We'll have to pick up book 2 now. Success on the first playthrough.
Yeah.
Yes, it's crazy.
I think, is that our first ever success on the first... Oh no, I think we've had one other...
Possibly, might be like Island of the Lizard King or something like that. But yeah. So this has been Adesfort. Seems a bit too easy, yeah. But I think this is Philip's first sort of forte into it. But for a first one, it definitely felt like a fighting fantasy.
Yeah,
book.
it's good.
I just feel like it could have done with a bit more depth and a bit more. It felt more like we just completed a side quest and not the total end game. But it is the first part in a series, and it's kind of leaves you with. We've got a job where we're part of the Shieldlanders, so in book 2 I guess we go off on another quest, so
Yeah, that would be ace if it carried on.
I hope it does carry over.
I just saw a tweet about his second book, and it's like you're lost in a forest.
Really?
And that sound like, I love that idea.
That does sound good. So I think the second one's called Mortwood.
Yeah, that's it.
So we will be playing that one soon. So yeah, I'm surprised how quick we
weren't expecting to finish it in this part.
Because we're going away in a few days, and we were worried that we were going to forget about coming back to it. So yeah, we had a fun time. Like I said, it did feel like we sort of got through it very smoothly,
very quickly.
So hopefully book 2 has a bit more of a challenge to it and some more mechanics, because some of the mechanics in this book have actually been quite interesting, like the zombies that can absorb your health and stuff like that,
and being able to be stealthy or
and fighting with Brinthar was quite cool as well, because you kind of have a companion that you can help you. So
I think we're so used to in the fighting fantasy books, you often got to go and get different items which are in different parts of the world, and that sort of leads you round and round. Whereas this appears like you can have really a direct path if you pick the right way to go through it. Yeah,
there wasn't much consequences for taking wrong paths, other than the deaths, like the boulders and stuff, but we chose right every time, so we never came into that. So
even with the fisher, we chose right.
Yeah, we jumped the fisher. But that's the thing, I'm not entirely sure if any of the choices that we would have made, besides the one with the rock cave-in, would have ended up with us dying, or it would have ended up just having a chance to recover. So I mean, the mechanics are all there, but hopefully in the second book it's more sort of challenging. Yeah. So I think we've spoken to Philip, and he's I think he might have even done a new draft of Mortwood, which is more challenging, so that would be great. And he's working on the third book as well, so hopefully he takes us all in and has some not constructive criticism, but just sort of something to make the third part more of a challenge. And we can't wait.
Saying that, I have loved it. Yeah. And it's great to it's just great to have a book on the go, one of those books. And it's like I said, it's felt just like playing this. This could have just been any other fighting fantasy book, if you know what I mean. We could have read this not knowing it was not part of the series, and still felt like it was. So with that, obviously with the mechanics of it, making it its own as well. So
thank you for Philip for sending it us. We can't wait to play the second one, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. If you've liked what you've seen or heard, then yeah, go out and check it out. The links will be in the description to where you can find Philip's YouTube channels and his Amazon store to buy his books. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will be back again soon with whatever comes next.